I know I'm gonna make some people mad about it, but like it needs to be said. I see all these videos on here about provider man, provider man. Oh, why would we want to pay for you guys and blah 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 blah, and you guys are liabilities and this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something. This is coming from somebody who watched my dad give everything to somebody, and she pretty much took him for everything, right? And so it created this wound in me where when I started to date, I would accept men that made less than me, thinking that, like, oh, okay, it's cool, we can build together, better jobs can come as long as he's a nice person. Broke men are mean, okay? They're mean as fuck. And when you make more than them, they'll try to humble you.
That was fast. You see how fast that changed? She went from actually seeing it in real time and being empathetic to a person that was taken advantage of. And obviously, she's seen her father suffer, even though he was a good person. And then it went over to, I'm not ever talking to any guy that makes less than me because, because broke men are mean. All right, let's get a little bit more.
Okay? I was with a man that literally just watched me do everything. There is no true 50-50. There's no such thing. Because even when y'all come bring y'all check and y'all bring y'all 50% in, y'all don't even understand. Half the time, y'all are only providing the 50% financially. Y'all are not providing 50% of the household. So we're still raising the kids. We're still setting the doctor's appointments. We're still doing all of the housework. We're still cooking dinner. We're still doing all of the things and putting our 50% in. And on top of
So let me get this straight. And I want to just make sure that we all clear. Because I can't be the only logical thinking person. There has to be some other people that actually see it the way that I do, right? Or maybe I'm just completely off. So you're saying that you pay half and he pays half. So you got half of the burden sliced off of you, and then you continue to do the things that you would have done even though you got 50% relief. Now, I do consider and I understand that every relationship is different. In mine's in particular, I pay 100%. I've been paying 100% for over 18 years at this point. And my wife works for me, so it's a completely different conversation. But I'm trying to understand it's logical. So that, but you also don't take into consideration that he probably does things that you would have to do yourself, which ultimately a man does, right? And I'm assuming, making sure that the grass is cut and if anything ever breaks, he has to fix it and the mechanical stuff and all of the things that men do on a regular basis. But I'm assuming that that doesn't count. You expect since you put 50% in that you don't have to do anything else, right? Why can't people just work together? I guess that's my thing. You know, she go from one extreme to the other. Women go from one extreme to the other. It's like, okay, so you seen your father suffer, and so instead of you taking responsibility for picking the right person, and you also believe that because you have money and you contribute finances, that that makes you resentful towards the other person because you also have to do other things in addition to that. Welcome to equality. Welcome to what men do on a regular basis. There are men that pay 100%. I volunteer as tribute, but then I also have to do other stuff to make sure that things is taken care of. Let me say that again for the people in the back because I know that there's these unfair expectations on men, but then y'all advocated for equal. Now you don't want equal because you're paying 50% because you still got to do other stuff on top of it, right? There are people in life, everybody, that no matter what they pay, they still have to do other things on top of it. You understand? That's called being an adult. Now, if she wants to substantiate the mean part, that just means that you got to go and kick it with somebody that got better character. That's a you problem. That's not necessarily a them problem. That's them being authentically them and they've been authentically them the whole time. But now you are complaining about your circumstances because you chose to be with a person that don't have the best character. I think that that's a responsibility on you. But when we want to go into the technical aspects of what it takes to be in a relationship, everybody got to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got problems. Everybody got issues beyond the financial. Now, having a lot of money actually absolve you from having to deal with some of the stuff that everybody else would do on a regular basis, or you can have a better quality of life. But Everybody got to cook. Everybody got to eat. Everybody got to clean. Everybody got to fix their car. Everybody got to do maintenance. Everybody got to cut their grass. Everybody got to take out the trash. Everybody got to go and like people have to live life. And so if you're telling me that because y'all are working together, because the true thing in marriage, and I've seen a lot of marriages, whether you're talking about very high income marriages or regular marriages, is really only supposed to be one pot. And you're not supposed to determine who makes what. That's not supposed to be it. It's just supposed to be working together to make sure we're doing this thing and we building this thing together. But women have largely separated themselves, which now put them in a position where they're gonna complain about what they're not getting, even though they pay for everything. That's what men do. Men go through that all the time, every day, and they don't complain about it.
That most of the time, I can only speak for myself. Most of the time, we're still providing more than 50% of the income because y'all will be the same ones to come and tell us, oh, I need this and I need that, and
Y'all.
the kids need this and the kids need that, instead of going to do it yourself. From today forward, well, not even today, child, I already told myself, I can't be with somebody that makes less than me. I've tried it. And every single one of them were
And gentlemen, do not be with these dusty chicks that make less than y'all. You hear me? Y'all hear them? You do the same thing. Reciprocate.
mean, every single one of them were abusive, and every
Not
single one of them
abusive.
tried to humble me. You
Not
know why?
abusive.
Because they didn't like themselves. I wasn't flaunting my money. I was just doing whatever the fuck I needed to do. Shit got to get paid regardless. I don't think that a lot of men really truly understand or have grasped the concept that it's not even about your money, it's about who you are as a person. A lot of us women have felt like we had no choice but to date down financially, and you guys couldn't even be good people. You guys don't even try to be good people. It's not even about your money. I know generous men that probably don't make the six figures or whatever. I live in California. It's high as giraffes pussy out here. But it's free to be kind.
And why don't she get one of the guys that actually don't make six figures, but is really nice to her? Why don't she get with those guys?
Some of y'all are just not nice. Some of y'all are fucking evil. Some of y'all are abusive. Some of y'all need to go see the fucking lady.
Yeah, she just ranting and venting because it sounds like she probably going through something in particular. Probably had an argument. Probably keep talking about she gonna leave. Decided she wanted to pick up her phone so that she can get a posse and a crew to make her feel good about herself, or to put the battery in her back so that she can ultimately do whatever it is that she wanted to do anyway. She keep talking about how she ain't gonna do this, how she ain't gonna do that. I'm assuming that she got kids, so you probably need to stay home, and I think that people just need to change their attitude and change their mindset, and that'll work. That's all that needs to happen, and that'll work. Change your lifestyle, and stop expecting for everybody else to make sure that you whole, and you start just doing what you're supposed to do, and then meet the other person wherever it is that they at because you chose them. That's really what it comes down to. You chose them. Um, I'm tired of women saying what they ain't gonna do because the guy don't make more than them or all of this other type of stuff. You're just picking a bad person, and this is my analysis of it. You guys are more than welcome to go ahead and make your own analysis of it and bring everything back to the front of the congregation and put it in the comments. I can't wait to read them as usual. And I do check my comments and I do read my comments. Some of y'all know that. But I'm gonna link back to the content creator because it's the right thing to do. But I'm just tired of the complaining. I'm tired of the whining. Everybody got issues. Everybody got problems. Grow up. Put your big girl panties on. Grind, hustle, and be a good person. And then choose good people to be around you, and you should be all right. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Best time to join the Patreon is the beginning of the month. So much game. Talking about everything. The thing that we did was AI. The last live stream, it was incredible. It's up for y'all to watch now. And then we got Stock Club coming up. So we're going to realign our portfolio that way. You ain't got to be on here complaining about what it is that somebody ain't doing for you.